The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast. Yeah. We recording? I'm gonna get that just in recording and put it. We still gotta hit D, man. We still ain't got. That's the young guy right there. That shit was legendary. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Mic check. We live. We here. Like, we ain't live, but we alive. We here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, third voice. Sounds great. Hey, yo, we here, man. Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
It's your other host, Johnny No Good.
And we experimenting. We experimenting. We heard the people, man. We be hearing the people. And we in a time where we need to be fair and just. And honestly, sometimes some people is just talented, know what the hell they talking about, and they probably should be on the mic too.
Yeah.
And she might be better than us at it.
Nah.
We hope so, because that means it's really good. All right, no.
I appreciate that.
We need to be better than us. I'm taking word from Schoolboy Q. I seen on the interview, he's like, Kendrick is the sensei. I'll never be better than that dude. And they got mad at him. Like, no, I know who my master is. So it's okay to have masters.
That's a smart way to think.
It's okay to have a sensei, because then you can forever learn. So it's all good. But man, we definitely here. We got back again in short time frame. Ciara.
What's up, y'all? I need to shorten my name since I'm back for a second time.
Oh, you want to be C?
CLB.
CLB.
Sound like a BLT.
Yeah. MLB.
I mean, well, ask Drake. He'll give you a drop for that one.
Oh, man, right.
I guess that was
story.
Was that his big flop album?
I think so, because I don't think I even listened to that
I
album.
have no idea what was on that album. Not a drop of nothing.
I don't even know what album you're talking about.
Certified Lover Boy?
Oh, okay.
The one that had the little digital pregnant women on the cover.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, yeah, it did.
yeah,
Huh?
just random, and everybody ran with it. That was crazy. But yeah, man, we got Ciara back. This is our first duplicate guest, and we gonna see. If we can graduate.
Yeah, shit, I was sitting there trying to think. I'm like, man, I felt like we had somebody else repeat, but we haven't.
We haven't had nobody
Oh,
repeat.
Dang, I feel special. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, man. Shout out Movado. Everybody missed that one. I'm so special. Oh,
Yeah,
Lord.
I don't know
Lost.
that.
Oh, Movado, I'm so special. Y'all don't know that song. Bless y'all. Jesus. I was in the club. I was in the party. You get a pass. You young. You get a pass. These old niggas don't.
How old are you?
20.
Never mind.
Yeah. Younger than the song.
How you knew he was about to lie? He had the Yeah, I feel you.
But man, we glad to have you back with us, C.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Amazing input from the people. People really respect what you got to say.
I appreciate it.
We respect your career path and everything you've been doing and everything you about to do.
Yeah.
Before we even get on topic, I think we got a couple things to shout out, man. First off, I'm going to say thank everybody who came out to the sneaker soiree. We got it done, man. It was an amazing show. Every single artist did their thing. That was by far the best one.
I heard it was fire.
Man.
From a few people.
Yeah, man. We got to make sure you get in that building next time.
Yeah.
You're going to really enjoy it, especially what we cooking up. But it definitely was a great time. And it was crazy. Things happen for a reason. Quick story. The guy we brought, we had Dear Silas, as you can see on our previous pod. Dear Silas came, and his hit singles, I Ain't Stressing Today, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
I pull up, I'm like, it's the day before the event. They pull into town, him, his DJ, his manager wife, and his first lady of merchandising, right? So I go pick him up. I'm at the airport. I pulled up, done got my car clean. I've been cleaning everything. My truck ain't never clean. It's pristine. I got a child, so that thing never clean. Pristine. We literally pull up to the terminal, pack the bags in the trunk, close the doors, get in the car, And right before I'm like, y'all ready to go? And right when I say that, boom, smoke, steam out the hood. I said,
no,
get the hell out of here. And then I look down, you just hear just coming out, just radiator fluid everywhere.
Did you play his song?
I didn't play the song. That would have been funny if that was coming on when I did that. But I was like, man. So we got out the car. I said, first of all, like, should we? Like, everybody get out the car. I don't know what this is. And this was a mini explosion. It turned out to be the radiator. So I got them a lift to the hotel. We were able to keep our schedule. I had to get a tow truck and take it to the shop like that day. And like, Lord, I'm glad, one, it happened while we were sitting still. Two, I'm glad it happened on the day it happened, because if it happened the day before, I wouldn't have had no money to go get that damn thing fixed. So it was funny, and his wife was like, "Why are you so calm in this situation?" I'm like, "Man, listen, if you know what I've been through in life, this ain't shit on the meter. This just a hiccup." But I said, "Well, I guess we putting this song to the test." They started laughing, like, we putting that shit to the test immediately. I'm like, they probably think like, this some janky ass shit. What we doing, man? Why we here? Yeah. But it was definitely an amazing time, man. Just good people all around. An amazing show. They really just to even come here and to have that level of showmanship and performance ability, understanding your craft, how to work a crowd, how to implement certain elements in the show. For the younger artists, it was definitely a teaching moment. And there were a lot of people who were unfamiliar with them. They were captivated. You could literally look, and everybody was captivated by the performance.
Really?
It was, it was definitely. Young guy was behind the camera. He caught everything, man. Shout out to the young guy, man. Shout out to my guy Thomas Curry for the flicks. And then shout out the artists, man. Reef Philosophy, man. Dre Two Lace and Yada Man as well, man. They really, really, really put on.
Yeah, I think it was super dope. I mean, this is the 4th annual sneaker soiree. How did you get started with the sneaker soiree, and kind of where is it going to next, man?
I'm gonna be let me keep it 100, because I don't like lying. Because then you lie about something like I didn't create it out of thin air. I was online, and it was just I really wanted to do an event, and I was like, I don't got no ideas, and I'm gonna be 100%. Follow all my people from Ohio. I seen Cleveland, they had a sneaker ball. And I was literally like, why don't we do that here? So shout out to Cleveland Sneaker Ball. Sparked the idea, but I was like, I can't call it a sneaker ball. And Johnny know me, I'm king of alliteration. Like, I need SSRR, something. My name is EE.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is built, it's in me, not on me, right? So I'm like, I got to find another name for this if I want to do it. And I was just looking in my thesaurus of my mind. I'm like, wait, what about a soiree? I'm like, oh shit, that's it, sneaker soiree. And originally I was like, I want to do it. I had a relationship at the Slowdown because I used to work there. I was working there at the time. Yeah. In part-time, and I literally called in a favor from my homie. My homeboy Dante Higgins down in Houston. He a rapper down there. He's won Rapper of the Year of Houston, Texas 3 times. Called him up. I was like, bro, I need you to come up do a show. He's like, hey, give me my ticket. I'm there, literally. Oh. And he just pulled up, stayed with me. This is my JUCO buddy. So we went to junior college together to play football. So, and that's literally how it happened.
Relationships are everything.
Mm-hmm. Keeping them, just staying in touch. And shout out to him. He's been doing big things. He had me up down in Houston at Johnny Dang's Diamond Store for a Christmas party.
Oh, word.
Special invite. I'm like, oh, shit.
That was fun.
Yeah, Johnny Dang was rapping. And we saw his bazooka. He had a bazooka on the wall.
Really?
Yeah. Johnny Dang was rap. He featured on a few songs. He was rapping. He is one happy.
I seen him in music videos, but I ain't never heard him rap.
You ain't missing nothing. But he was rapping. I ain't say nothing. I love Johnny. Don't shoot me with that bazooka. Keep that bitch on the wall. But since then, man, that was 2019. And since then, outside of COVID year, we've had one every year. And moving forward, we come into the 5th year next year. We're probably going to keep it on the same weekend, Labor Day weekend, so we can get locked in with the venue. And I'm definitely looking at doing something very, 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 very special. I hear the people. Yeah. Eric, your show is so I love it, but it's male heavy. I said, okay, I got you.
Man,
I got you.
I'm a represent.
I got you.
Ain't gonna do nothing else.
I got you. So, Ciara, we'll be calling you for something.
Okay, I'm here.
And I've already in my mind, I know exactly who, what, and how that lineup's gonna be, and it's gonna be a hell of a show.
Ooh,
It's
I'm
gonna be
excited.
a hell of a show. And anybody who knows me is one of my favorites. There's the headliner, favorite rappers, period. Happens to be a female, favorite rappers, period. So that's who I'm going to go get.
Okay.
It's not in question. So I'm gonna wait till I solidify something. But that's where I'm headed with it. Do that with a bang and see where it grows from there. Hopefully we'll be able to move around with it. But I really, really want to do a big one for the city and put on. So that's what that is, man. You'll be able to check out the Sneaker Soiree OMA page and see all of the highlights. Those are up now as this episode is out. So make sure you go check those out, man. And follow the page for updates. That's where I'm going to do the updates. I'm going to keep my other stuff separate for the most part, but we going to make it grow, and it's going to be something special next year. So.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. So that's that. And then Ciara.
Yes, sir.
You got a set of skills. And I feel like it is time you are putting these skills to the test. Can you update the people on what's going on with you?
Where do I start? So really kind of like I was like talking about last show, like my primary focus is really strengthening that music marketplace here in the city. Not to spill too many beans, but I got something in the works right now with Millwork Commons. So I'm really excited about that on the music front. Novel, our creative agency, is continuing to navigate out here, and we prefer to work with like events or strong startups and up and coming businesses that just need some assistance in rebranding and marketing, especially like on the trendy realm, because Omaha in a way can be outdated sometimes. And what shocks me is that we all have access to the same internet and the same social media channels, but it's something about this city, nobody really used them. Like Facebook and Snapchat is heavy in Omaha. But I don't understand why people don't really branch out on like Instagram and stuff like that. So it's just trying to use my time to kind of bring a lot of key people into the city and just speed up the wheel a little bit. So yeah, I got some stuff in the work with Millwork Commons, in the process of building that music marketplace through Nobble. We're actually calling it Knob Ties. So knobs, like knobs on a compressor. So yeah, it's a spinoff on Nobble. So look forward to seeing that. And then still just doing the podcast, Bedtime Brain Dump. I actually have episode 4 coming out next week. So yeah, that's the main focus, and just tapping in with people in the city. Like I love to rub elbows with everybody. There's so much opportunity out here.
Yeah, but make sure y'all niggas' elbows ain't ashy.
Man.
Please get that means get your shit together. Is what
right. And another thing is like I like speaking to people, and I like seeing what people have going on, because not everybody here, but a lot of people get so caught up in trying to be the only person to do something. Like, and it's, if your mind is expansive, you should know that like that's more opportunity to network. Like what you bring to the table, the next person isn't. So you don't have to gatekeep or feel like, oh, I can't talk to this person because we got 2 similar businesses. Like an orange tree ain't peeping the other orange trees growing, but they all in the grocery store. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, we gonna leave the Omaha mentality for another show.
But I love my city though.
Yeah. Listen, I'm already planning the end of the year rant, so I'm gonna take all the shots. I'm gonna make sure I put like camera on E. This is me talking. Don't shoot at nobody else. Everybody get it. Bang bang. No, but we definitely appreciate what you're trying to do, what you're trying to do, what you are doing, and what you will do for this market, for this city, for this region, and growing out to the nation, man. There's so much opportunity here. That's the thing about scarcity, you know what I'm saying, is land to be grown on. So we got plenty of it, man.
Sure.
And then, Brother Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I seen you speaking. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
I need.
What you
That
say?
was it, Johnny. He says a lot, and I don't mean like a lot of words. When he is fabulous when it comes. He's fab when it comes to speaking engagements, right? Fab gives you punchline, and he hit you again, and he hit you again, right? That's him when it comes to speaking. I do want to ask, what was that like a little bit, and like what was that like for you, bro? Like, because I hear the passion, I see it. You know, it's always powerful.
I think it's just everything is just always full circle, bro. Like literally, I was going to Metro when the human relations class that I originally tried to sign up for, which was the reason why I found my purpose. I ended up finally taking that, and the teacher had suggested that I be a teacher, and I laughed at her. And to be in a position where I done got teacher of the year 2 times. And like going to speak to those students, they wanted me back. That was the second time I spoke to them. But just the full circleness of everything. It's an app called Pattern, and I told you about it before. I don't really put too much weight on it, but literally every single time I check that app, the timing is in alignment, and it was telling me that I had to focus on my motivations. And so for the conversation of that to be talking about what is the motivations or what motivate people, I think it's just divine timing, and to be in the environment of the same place where my story unfolded, man. So you can't make that stuff up.
That's beautiful,
man. And you can hear it, bro. Like you can feel it through the screen. Let me say that. And there's very, very, very few people you can feel what they saying that can speak through the mediums. You know what I'm saying? That's a gift in itself, to be able to speak through different mediums. And even speaking through a video, you feel exactly what was happening in that ripple from that room. So
I need that link. I want to see that.
We gonna show it to you. We're gonna get it to you. It was a clip. It was just a clip. So it ain't
15 seconds. I mean, we was just talking about what that path looked like, man. And I'm just thankful, to be in that environment, to learn from them, man. So just thankful, man, for sure.
Yes, sir, man. We definitely appreciate everything y'all got going, man. And today I'm gonna switch gears just a tad, since we, it's funny, we was talking about staying on your path and your purpose. I always want to make sure that on this broadcast that, this shit got created out of the necessity to stay connected and to have info and share it in our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We see a lot of random stuff online, that sometimes you question don't make sense, and especially like even like in the industry that we in, because public speaking, music is public speaking with a beat. So
yeah,
if you performing, so we see a lot of craziness, and on this podcast, I've had conversations, deep dives on what is going on with technology and how it's shifting and how it's going to affect artistry moving forward. And one of the things that got brought, to the forefront was it's funny because we talked about, AI, right? And it's cool because right after, this all coming up, and then you see at the Rams game with the
robots in the crowd, that was freaky. That was scary.
Go ahead and give you a little dose of what's to come. But just seeing after even our conversation on AI, and now they started, after the boom with Chat GPT and all that, like they started talking about, oh, we got AI generated songs. And one of them blew up, right? And it was the one that was fake Drake and fake Weeknd. That's all. God, I can't say Drake and Weeknd by definition. I don't know if I can say Drake and Weeknd, or can we?
Shoot, to them it probably don't make no difference. They got ghostwriters anyway. Now it's just robot ghostwriter.
Ooh, she said that, Drake. Leave me and my family. No, I'm playing. Shout out Quentin Miller. But no, so it was funny which is crazy because the dude that made the song, that wrote the song, name was Ghostwriter 977. Username, right? On what platform? I don't even know, but it says username Ghostwriter 977 and the Heart on My Sleeve record, which is Drake and The Weeknd, but AI generated. And it's up for it's eligible to be placed for a Grammy, which go see, because it's very, very confusing as what this means and what because the only Grammy I'm gonna say the only Grammy I think it should even be eligible for is in the writing.
Right.
Now, I don't even know which category it's eligible for. If it's eligible for Song of the Year, and then what does that mean? Like, who wins the award? Who gets credited? Who's making the money behind this? So, I'll take it away because it's very.
The funny thing about it is the fact that it's being nominated for a Grammy. There's so many steps that you have to go through before you even get to that point. Like, and then it has to be voted in by the recording, like, academy, like the Grammy members, right? Yeah. So it's like, if it was able to jump that fast into being nominated, the powers that be behind closed doors then pushed it up. You know what I mean?
Well, I wanted to clarify: is it nominated or is it just eligible? Because what I'm seeing is saying it's eligible to be nominated, not it has been nominated. So I don't know if the Grammy nomination board has voted a category for it to be in, but it is eligible by criteria.
Probably, but I mean, even with them saying eligible, more than likely it's gonna be in there, because think of the independent artists out here right now that's getting crazy streams to where their numbers would technically be eligible or qualify them for being eligible for a Grammy. You know what I mean? And they not about to do that because there's certain systems, like how back in the day, if you're gonna label something as like a gold, platinum, or diamond record, like there is a criteria that it has to fall through, and it has to go through certain systems. And if these songs ain't popping up through these systems, which more than likely have to come through a label, that's why I think it's just another alternative route for these labels to make money again. X out the songwriter.
Yeah, so it literally opens up the door. It's just two things. One is the reverse of what happened in college sports, right? College sports, they had to fight to get, everybody says NIL, NIL. Most people don't even know what those letters mean. They stand for name, image, and likeness, right? So it gives the players back their ownership of their literal name, image, and likeness. Because if you don't know, I played when it wasn't there. And when you signed your scholarship contract, the school has ownership, or it's basically you're leasing out your name, image, and likeness, which is why then you could be on NCAA. They could sell your jersey number, and a lot of schools didn't have names, so they would always avoid lawsuit. That's why a lot of college teams didn't put names on the jersey, just in case, even though they had the language to say, well, it's still ownership of you. Technically, we renting you, bro.
Even on the
sports
games.
So, and that's why, like, Bill Belichick has never been on Madden. He won't sign over he won't lease his image to Madden as a coach. Even as a coach, he won't do it. So he's never on Madden. But so it's funny, like in sports, college sports, we've went to where they now you have control over that, to where you can now be your own entity. Right now, if they sell your jersey in the store, you get a piece of that. No different than NBA does, right? They just determine the percentages. Right, it's written out in the NBA, NFL contracts. Every time your jersey sell. In music, what's in these contracts? Because I remember Johnny brought up, even in some of these event contracts, they're basically saying we can use your event, your likeness, anything from that in perpetuity at their discretion, which means
in the known universe.
In the known universe. This is in the language. So what are these artists signing? Because here's the thing. If I'm a label and I'm let's say I'm purely about making money. If I can go get somebody who's really a talented writer and I own your name, no different than why Corday don't go by YBN Corday. He said in his song because we didn't own that shit.
Right.
Because when they signed it, they signed that mom YBN Corday, YBN Namir, right? So they own that. So he had to cut his name to go in under a different name because they own his name.
Right.
It means y'all don't own your name and anything associated with your name, which is your likeness and your image.
Exactly.
So they can go around and say, we own this song. So if UMG decides to write the song or get a writer, as long as we have your voice, that's part of your likeness. We own it. So it's gonna get scary as to who
is
doing what.
Yeah, it's I think it's like interesting timing for sure. Because like it's bigger implications, for sure. I just finished reading *Sapiens* again, very dope book. But it talk about our progression and it talk about AI. And when you think about like how corporations was founded and started and then given legal protection, what happens when people who program and create AIs and the things that they program are given legal protection? If you have a living entity inside of a computer program that's operating as a person, that's recognized as a person, there's conversations where if you was to delete that, would that count as murder? So when these things start creating things, does that count as their own creativity? I think it's a very, very deep conversation to start getting into, especially like for that person. Did they actually write the song, or did they enter into ChatGPT to write a song like Drake?
Exactly.
Because that's a big difference if the person actually created the lyrics and then gave it to the program to put the voice to it, as opposed to having the GPT create the song from the beginning.
Right.
So like you start talking about ownership, just like there's people who have ownerships of corporations and those corporations are protected separately. You can have people who program and create these softwares, programs, AI individuals that have ownership of them, but they have their own legally protected ownership. It's very scary, the times that we moving into, and it got way bigger implications. Like you said, name, image, and likeness. Basketball players Shaq couldn't be on the icy hot commercials with his name on the back because he ain't own it. It's getting very scary when it talk about where is the future coming from, because you have the 4D world, you got the internet, the third installation coming. So I think it's just very, very, a very, very mindful conversation that we got to keep in mind of where is this stuff going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little out of control. It's already out of control because I think, and they always say rule of thumb, you want to know what's going on in business, follow the money. If you start seeing people at the ChatGPT creators start to sue, that means they've been creating all this stuff. They're going to say, hey, you didn't do any of this. That's my money. That's my award. That's my because then we have no clue whose it is. That's why it gets scary with some of these even programs. You got to be able to put your own rhythms to these things, know how to work them and manipulate them. If not, if you're using something from it, the program itself and the creator can claim ownership. And again, like going back to the sports, man, it's not fixed even in sports, but to have you're seeing the issues right in front of us, to have why it's important to have that ownership of your name or your image or your likeness, and to what depth does that go? Like even on that level, like literally something like your eyes, right? If they put that on something else, who are they gonna give you part of that? Who owns that? They can split you up how they want to. Because if they universally own you as an entity that is in entertainment or business, then what are you? And they could take everything, and it's scary.
There's gonna be a whole bunch of Tyrones out here.
I still ain't watched it, but I already knew what it was about. So I'm like, oh, all right, this is gonna be cool, but I gotta watch it. But yeah, man, I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm curious to see if it does get nominated, and then I'm curious to see who goes up and gets the award. Cause that'll be the first sign. Who going up and getting it?
Exactly.
Who gonna be the bold one and be like, hey, song won by Drake and Weeknd? And see who goes up there. And that might tell you everything. That in itself.
If it's a dude in a suit that looks a certain type of way, I'm not going to say, then we know.
But I will say UMG, Universal Music Group, did strike the song and get it taken down. So
they did?
They did. So that means they're not the ones who wrote it, this one. But that don't mean now they might not be in the boardroom and say, wait.
But then again, it could be a PR play. We're going to say we're the ones that took it down so nobody thinks it's us.
Yeah, but it could work. I don't know what they would gain ultimately off of that, because they could still just go around and make the songs. They going to look at their contracts and be like, why don't we hire these dope writers? Hey, you hear this little song that got 38 plays? This some cold ass writing. Hey, come work for us. Just, write us some, we're just going to hire you as a writer. So now these writing rooms going to get scary.
Yeah. Like, and it eliminates budgets significant. It just does so much.
If you want an artist to make a certain song, you don't need the artist no more. Hey, man, I'm not about that. I don't want to do that. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate you. Hey, put his voice on that. Let's roll.
And that's the scary thing.
Yeah.
Deep fakes, all of that. So yeah, we entering into a very interesting place. And like I said, it's gonna put a luxury back on actual human involvement on projects.
Exactly. It makes me think of too, like, let's just say you have those artists where, I mean, I know music is different, like with streaming, but it's just like, let's just say as an artist, if you sign to a label and they keep wanting you to put out projects, right? If you owe the label like, I don't know, 10 albums or something like that. And the label's like, yo, what you've been cooking up ain't it lately. So what we gonna do is just sit you down and we gonna have AI come in so we can go ahead and recoup that money. I don't know. I just want to know how it works.
And it don't count to you because you didn't create it.
Exactly.
This is still, you still owe me 10.
You still owe me.
You haven't given me 10. So they can play the game back at them. Oh, yo, likeness gave me 10.
Yeah.
You didn't. I told you owe me 10. See, they can say the language so vague that you as a person owe me 10.
Yeah.
But I gave you 10 based on my likeness. But no.
Your contract says DeMarcus E. Sanders signed at the bottom.
Yep.
I need you to recoup.
See, you signed it. See, the artist, I own the artist. You signed it though. You should have signed. So it's gonna get this shit gonna get real nasty real quick. I'm here for it though. I'm gonna watch what happens. Young guy, let's put us out an AI song with Johnny since he don't want to make no music.
Right.
I'm gonna cut you in though. I'm gonna make sure it's something you would say. Nah, we making a straight twerk song for you, bro.
Dig up that old shit.
Yeah.
We got that old music.
All right, you already got to get the play.
You
already got the game plan ready.
Yeah, we got the old songs.
So yeah, man, I'm very, very, very curious. And remember when we had our conversation about the role of live music, I think one of the biggest battles outside of literally forming a union and then going on strike, right? The artists need to do that. Outside of that, I think the artists who are really artists have to get back into live music, using live instrumentation when they create music and not all analog, and to go back on the road.
That would kill off a lot of people.
They need to learn how to do it. That's what I'm saying. So now it's gonna be a separate, because now people are like, okay, so like Earth Gang coming out with what's it called? Human Art, not Human Art album coming out. I think next week.
Shout out Dreamville.
Right. I'm guessing there's gonna be a lot of stuff that they can perform live. They like to perform live, but it's gonna bring back that human art element. And I think that's one of the only, if you're still creating, only way to combat some of this shit, right?
Yeah.
We got to get back to the human side of this, which means you got to physically come and see me if you really want the real, and you'll be able to hear it in the feel and the experience. And we talked about that being a luxury in the future, right? Or it being a luxury at the top creme de la creme, and it being an underground swell back again of live shows, local, regional shows, and support of people coming to real events. So I think that's the only ways to combat it, because then you can't perform that AI shit. If it ain't you don't even know the song like that. So we've seen people perform music, they don't know, right?
Yeah.
It ain't good. You don't know the song? No, you clearly don't know your song, bro. This is bad. So I'm definitely here for that angle. I hope they hear. Hey, please get back to the live shows, live instrumentation. That'll combat a lot of this and start to weed out people. Listen, people, some people gonna starve, but the real are gonna come to it. You're gonna see the artists again.
Yeah.
This is the art versus business.
That's the beautiful part about it.
So yeah, man. We looking. I hope Drake and Weeknd go up there and snatch the trophy from him if they win. Shit, that'd be the best. Will Smith a nigga.
Man.
So we gonna see, man. It's all good. Y'all got anything? I ain't gonna lie. That shit is. I just really want to see how that play out. I ain't gonna lie. But we gonna still create, and that's why people get. People still asking me for a playlist.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, fam, one playlist is the devil to a DJ if you think about it, especially today's DJs, right? It's the devil.
Hey, my homeboy just went up with the playlist on YouTube.
You can.
Just started it, and I think he got over 40,000 plays in less than a couple weeks. And it was some old school riding music. I ain't never heard this before, but I was like, oh my gosh.
But what you do, and it depends on how you want to. It depends on if you truly like the DJ and get your crowds how you want to get your crowds. If you just want to be the popular DJ, that's the way to rock. If you want to be the DJ that can separate themselves as a DJ, you have to have your own secret sauce. That was the secret sauce, is finding songs that nobody had and being able to work them in a way nobody could work them, right? Yeah. Now, putting your mixes up, very different. That's lucrative. But just don't put all your sauce on the internet, because now, I can just go look all them songs, bet. Oh, in that order, bet.
Facts.
So, now if the person better than you at DJing, now you getting yourself, you know what I'm saying? So it's double-edged sword. But putting mixes up, I support that 100%. But just putting a playlist together, putting Spotify, you can get your name big, but you got to be careful and be ready for that spotlight and have the skills to back it once you really get out there. Because there's a certain level where you got to be able to perform. Like in the local crowds, little club, you ain't got to know what you're doing. Hit the gunshots, hit that horn, bow, bow. Listen to this track, bitch. And then play the next song. You ain't got to have no transition, right? But yeah, man, just be mindful. Tell him to be mindful. As long as he got the skill, it don't even matter. As long as the skill is really there, it don't matter. So yeah, man, shit. No, I'm keeping my intellectual property the way my mind works, and come see me. Come see me on the 23rd. We got it booked.
At the trap room?
Trap room. I ain't doing trap music though. But we gonna groove, man. Shout out Saturday the 23rd. That is my 7-year anniversary for DJing. And that is also our 1-year anniversary for our men's mental health group, man. We heard you ladies. You said do the work. We've been doing the work. Every month. We've been doing the work. So we're going to have our meeting. We're going to celebrate that night. And we're going to catch a vibe. We're going to be grooving.
Man, and it's the pre-birthday, man. You know, a couple of days before the birthday, man.
Man, give my man Johnny some horns, some something, man. My man.
Young God ain't got nobody nothing all night. He ready. Young God is out of here. He got his car. He got them females now. Young God is not rocking with us no more.
That man car ain't had a speck of dirt on it since he got it. He keep it clean.
Mm-hmm.
He got the subscription now at Buc-ee's and shit. He riding through getting the Speedway.
Go to Russell Speeders.
Russell. Man. Drive through every day. He don't play that. Hey, watch my shit. Y'all got me? We good. You know who I am? Yeah. That's young guy right there. Man. Definitely ready to celebrate my guy Johnny. Celebrate the 1 year, and it's been 7 years. They say it takes 7 years to pop in the industry. It takes 7 real years. So I'm hoping and praying and working that we at that point, that tipping point. So ready for it, man. Man, other than that, man, shit, I'm ready to rock. I think I might go to a show tonight. I found a little show. You know, I got special treatment at my venue, so
What's going on tonight?
I'll tell y'all, Mike. You know, it's gonna be a little later, so ain't nobody gonna be like, oh shit. Yeah.
Y'all going to George Clinton on Sunday?
I know about it. Talking about the
Parliament Funkadelic.
You said on Saturday?
It's on Sunday.
At 8, Stillhouse.
Still.
I didn't know about it.
I got tickets.
Yeah, I was finna say, hey. Now,
I got tickets if y'all want to go.
Yeah.
How much? We'll talk about it on mic. I got you. I do want to see some music though. I want to get back into seeing, just being around music that I ain't responsible for. So
facts.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff coming up this fall. So Omaha, Nebraska, be prepared, man. It's a lot of shit to do. Stop saying you're bored. Go support the artists.
Man, there's a lot of stuff to do here.
Yeah, man. We gotta go skating. We're gonna have a group skate out. We're gonna do some outings like this.
Oh yes. At the riverfront?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down.
Yeah. Listen, my shit right here. Right here, buddy.
You one of those.
Don't worry about
it. Ain't me. I'm just gonna go round and round. Can't even go backward.
I can't do the most, but I can move. I'm gonna try it. I don't give a shit about falling. Y'all can't whoop me. So that's the only line I got. I'm gonna try it. Shit. Yeah, man. Definitely a good time. We're gonna keep tuned to the streets, man. Make sure y'all follow Ciara and everything she got going on.
Yes, y'all can find me on Instagram at The Eyes of C. And same with Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Those eyes
all the same
are crying. What movie is that from? Got him.
Got me.
Super bad.
Wait, I think I only seen that. I was a Napoleon Dynamiter. I got stuck on that.
Oh no. Super bad when he was finna get whooped and he had to sing in that house party.
Oh,
Crying. Man, it's all good. I'm gonna stop with the references, man. Y'all be just. I need some more. I need my homie, man. He a little more savvy with the pop references. But yeah, man, definitely, man. Make sure y'all keep up with Johnny, man. We gonna get him a speaking schedule together, man. He tearing shit down. He got a lot to say in the fewest amount of words possible. But that's what happens when you study and you live. Yeah. And you think. So
yeah, I'm feeling like Gilly right now. Shit, when he was out recording in the rain and shit.
Oh man,
so motherfucking bad, bro.
My bad.
It's so bad.
It's Streets A&R, Streets A&D.
I gotta piss so bad, bro. I've been having to piss the last 15 minutes. Yeah, Streets A&R.
When you start saying,
That's what I'm saying. I mean, all the body language is there. These legs shaking.
Remember your knees? Oh, Pastor Thomas.
Yeah,
man. We getting out of here, Streets A&R. You know where to find us. We on everything but Apple. We getting out of here, man. Thank you, Ciara. We gonna see a lot more of you, young guy, Johnny.
Yes,
this your host, Giddy Jicky with it.
It's your other host, Johnny No
Mr.
Good.
Peabody.
Mr. Peabody.
We out of here, man.
P. Not peace. P.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.